I'm auto specialist Tom Voelk for the Seattle International Auto Show, driving the all-new Lexus LX600, but not just the regular LX600, the ultra-luxury model. Big, comfortable sedans aren't enough anymore for premium buyers, so Lexus offers up the all-new LX600 SUV. This is a body-on-frame rig, not a crossover. If 5 lugs are good, 6 are better. In the past, the LX was a very nicely trimmed out Toyota Land Cruiser, but those are no longer sold in the United States. So if you want one of these, you will be going to the Lexus store. Prices start at around $90,000, the sweet spot around $100K. This one is the ultra luxury model, which is a little bit over 130 grand. Ultra luxury indeed. It's not just the price tag that'll give buyers pause. It's not practical. Most LXs come with seating for 5 or 7. Ultra luxury stops the indulgence at 4. Children shouldn't sit in the front seat, so it can transport 2 kiddos max. So really, ultra luxury is best as a limo for the CEO of North Face. This is where the ultra luxury model becomes ultra luxurious. I am the master of my domain here. Both left and right seats are quite adjustable for comfort. Both of them are heated and vented. Let me go to the menu here, and now I am enjoying a light full body refresh massage. It's not as good as those dedicated massage chairs, but hey, who's complaining? Now on this side, I can move the front passenger seat forward so I can stretch out, put my foot on the footrest. What a great way to go to the ski slopes, if you have a chauffeur. There are 2 screens. You can put different programming on each one of them, and if you don't want to bother your seatmate or the driver, there are headphones. It's pretty much all here. The outgoing V8 has been replaced by a twin turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 that pumps out 409 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. The 6 is more efficient and more powerful, always a win. Four-wheel drive is standard. Multi-Train Select makes the right setting simple. If owners do point this expensive rig into harm's way, it has all the hardware and electronics to make short work of long, rugged trails, including lockable center differential and a much improved low-speed crawl control to make off-road cruising more relaxing. There are helpful graphics that offer up all sorts of information for those who can't get enough of that. And there's Wonder Woman mode. No, it doesn't make the LX invisible like her jet, but this mode could be useful on tough terrain when placing the wheels. Sorry, Golden Lasso not included. The transmission is a 10-speed, no doubt boosting efficiency. It can be shifted here and here. Standard ground clearance is 7.9 inches. Standard on Ultra Luxury and optional on Luxury and F-Sport models is an active height control hydraulic suspension. It can increase clearance or drop it down for improved aerodynamics. This big boy can scoot. 0 to 60 happens in about 6.5 seconds. The LX moves with authority, as you'd expect. Keep in mind, the V6 is actually quicker than the outgoing V8, and it still sounds good. It's way in the distance, but of course it is. This is a Lexus. The architecture uses the same frame construction as the new generation Tundra. That and an aluminum roof and doors means the LX is some 440 pounds lighter than the old one. That has to help drop the center of gravity. The front suspension is a double wishbone setup. The rear is multi-link with improved damper location that gives it more precise wheel travel. With the suspension in normal mode, man, does this thing soak up the bumps. It's extremely comfortable, but when you chuck it hard into a corner, there is going to be some body roll. I've got this in sport mode, and it takes care of all of that. It's actually kind of crisp, impressive for a body-on-frame SUV. This is a large vehicle, but it drives smaller than it is. On narrow streets, yeah, the size is a bit much, but navigating parking lots and garages shouldn't make your palms sweat. LX is about a foot shorter than a standard Cadillac Escalade. Visibility is pretty good, and there's blind spot warning to help out.
It's been a while since I've driven the last generation, but the steering is definitely improved. A lot less truck-like, more Lexus-like, no micro corrections, and the seating position is better. It's less upright and trucky. I mean, this is a body-on-frame vehicle, but it is a lot more Lexus-like now.
The solid crop of competitors includes Escalade, BMW X7, Lincoln Navigator, Mercedes GLS, and Land Rover Range Rover. And like the Brits, the Lexus will handle severe off-roading without breathing hard. At the 2022 Mudfest SUV of the Year competition, the Lexus sauntered around the course like it was on the way to Whole Foods for organic hummus, even on the extreme off-road section. It hasn't been significantly neutered for glamping duty, and the tires are all-season rubber. It says something about its four-wheel drive system that it gets up this loose, sloppy grade. The EPA rates the fuel economy of the LX600 at 19 miles per gallon average on premium fuel. Visually, LX600 has the luxury look going on inside. It's a masculine space that telegraphs a "I can go anywhere, anytime" vibe with top quality materials. Piano black is Yamaha grade, not Mattel. Too bad you can't see the quilting when sitting in the heated and vented seats. It is fun to watch the 3D camera system scope out your surrounds for tree stumps or paparazzi.
The new Lexus interface is a huge improvement over the outgoing system that had that wonky trackpad. This one doesn't really have a home screen per se. It relies heavily on natural voice commands using the wake phrase, "Hey Lexus, I'm cold."
Setting the driver's seat temperature to 72.
Getting hands-on with the screen, you'll find it snappy and responsive. Same with the one below that easily toggles between pages. It's all very intuitive. There are the usual storage cubbies that you would find in an SUV. I do like this. For one, nice that it's easy for both driver and passenger to get into, and in this case, it's a small fridge that keeps things very cold. This ultra-luxury model doesn't get the third row found in all but the base LX, and the middle row doesn't fold forward to expand the cargo space. So really, it's best to go with the standard versions if you want practicality. The LX600 is a much improved SUV that makes a statement, whether it's on Wall Street or no street at all. Check it out at your local Lexus showroom. For the Seattle International Auto Show, I'm Tom Voelk.